name is Tracy, Wiese, and my breakout session is True You, living your authentic self in a complex world. As the world becomes more and more complicated, women especially are being bombarded with messages about who we should or shouldn't be, or what we should or shouldn't do, or what our impact should or should not be in the world. There's more and more research about the fact that we can't fake it. As human beings, we are not built to not be authentic, and yet we're always told to be something that we're not. And so this whole discovery of I can be truly who I am and put that within the context of my community, my family, my world, and have that be part of the overall impact of making the world a better place to live. And I think that's the most powerful part of it. Is we like to think that we can control our image, or we can pretend to be something that we're not, and we can for a little while, but overall, authenticity is something that comes out in the end. So it's whether or not we embrace it and then use it for good, and then how that translates into our lives as parents or children or siblings or bosses or colleagues. That's to me, the really powerful part of that conversation. Is your session about how I write my LinkedIn profile or the pictures I post on Facebook? And I always say, absolutely not. Part of that, it'll color that. Like it will cause you to think about that a little bit differently, or it'll cause you to think about how might I show up to this meeting, or how might I go to that really hard family thing, or whatever. But it's not meant to be so superficial. It's meant to come from a much different place. There's some part of that becomes how that translates, but that's not what it's about. I don't want to paint it as, now you will realize your perfect self, because part of this is about vulnerability and being broken people, and then making decisions about how do I continue, even within that brokenness, to bring my best self to my life and to the people that I love. And so that's the complexity part of it. So helping women find ways to not only uncover and define who am I when I'm my best self, but then put that in context of the larger world is what we're focused on for the breakout.